All right, Black Power. This is the General Seti, and I'm black at y'all ass again with this real fucking talk. I tried not to go so late tonight because I know many of you niggas got to get up and go work for that cracker in the morning. And I didn't want to, I didn't want to fuck up your schedule. You know what I'm saying? Some of you niggas supposed to be in the bed because y'all niggas know y'all got to rise real early. Huh? When you got to work for that Peckerwood now. You gotta get your monkey ass up. Still in the house. Okay. Okay. Damn, I seen a blackout. I said, God damn. These motherfuckers fucking with the God already? I know I'm just playing with y'all. Don't the niggas gonna get mad at the generals? Hey, that nigga, because a nigga got to go in. Man, I understand. I understand. I understand, family. We gotta do what we gotta do, I guess. You understand what I'm saying? Got to be one of these generations got to break the cycle, though. You understand? We can't keep passing down the same goddamn excuse every generation. Well, I got to do, nigga. You ain't got to do shit. You should have planned early. We spent too many our early years fucking off and shit to where, nigga, you didn't slip your goddamn chance. It's still not too late. It's not. It's not. Let me get this shit together. I'm gonna keep rolling on these niggas, though. You know what I'm saying? I say fuck it. I might as well go on and roll right on the Scientology. You know what I'm saying? Because if you wasn't here the last couple days and shit, they come about the same background. You know what I'm saying? So while I'm opening you up to the other ones, might as well open you up to these niggas too, cause they all witches. L. Ron Hubbard is a witch. That's all he is. Gonna prove it today, too. And I know a lot of you niggas done signed up. You understand what I'm saying? Y'all done went over there to Faircon and signed up to go get your motherfucking psychological evaluation. I know you did. I know you did. Went over there and told all your business, crackers recorded your ass. And soon as your ass don't pay up, they're gonna go right down there to them peoples with that goddamn document. Talking about, yeah, the nigga was on there talking about he done murked a couple niggas and shit. The nigga robbed a couple banks and shit. You niggas go down there and tell everything. You know what I'm saying? These niggas got them electronic confessional. You understand what I'm saying? Putting shit on your brain and shit. Goddamn electric shocks and shit. You know what I'm saying? Y'all let these crazy crackers do anything they want to y'all niggas. And y'all fall for it. You understand what I'm saying? And like I say, it was a given that I rolled right down on Scientology, Ron L. Hubbard, because he come up out of Alex the Crowley's crew. You understand what I'm saying? And so I'm gonna make sure y'all got a thorough understanding of the new age. Okay, what they call theosophy and the cult. You understand what I'm saying? And like I say, if you know a cult, the two individuals, you understand, by far with the greatest influence is Madame Blavatsky and Alex the Crowley. It's just hard to get away from them two. You understand what I'm saying? It's just so hard to get away. And I just want people to take this shit with a grain of salt. You understand? Because if you did not know, now you know, nigga. You understand what I'm saying? A lot of motherfuckers tried to get on my G, Young Pharaoh. You understand what I'm saying? Because he spoke on some individuals about the shit that they was teaching. I'm not going to speak right now because I'm going to reserve the time to do that. You know what I'm saying? But you got motherfuckers out here, man, teaching some straight bullshit to our peoples. You understand what I'm saying? And, they say, the words that you speak become your goddamn reality. And you see where these niggas at today. You understand what I'm saying? And so if we say the words that these niggas speak is becoming their reality, then we holding them to that. You understand what I'm saying? This is not something just for one individual. This for all individuals. You know, that's why we discussing the things that come out our goddamn mouth. You know what I'm saying? We are discussing that. You know, and like we said, you know, if you wasn't with me, spelling and grammar, all of that shit is rooted in casting spells. You see what I'm saying? The spell or spell, you understand, many times is the spelling. That's what the Kabbalah is all about. You know what I'm saying? The letters and shit and how you arrange speaking them into existence. So if you put some shit down, you spell it out and you speak it out. You understand what I'm saying? Your spelling, you understand, becomes what? Your grammar. And we went into that. You know, Grim and more. You know, Grim being a name for Odin, who ain't nothing but a sorcerer. So you got to understand that this shit is all codified in this dramatic language. Okay? It's codified in this dramatic language. And, you know, it's a lot of things, and the majority of the things that we saying, you know, we have to take another look at. But that's a part of, you know, coming up off of the white man titty. That's what it's about in all, you know, in all instances. You know, it's not just one, you know, we talking about political, we talking about spiritually, you know, educationally. You know what I'm saying? It's time for us to separate. Because when we get to the origin of this shit and we see the orientation of their spirit, you see, we should want to disconnect from this garbage. If you still want to be connected and you see what's happening every fucking day, you see what's happening. It's getting worse and worse and worse. So either you choose to throw your motherfucking canoe off the boat and go on the canoe and get the fuck on the way, or you go on down with the goddamn ship. You put your raft out, and I don't give a fuck. You understand what I'm saying? I'd rather be in a raft without a motherfucking oar to paddle than be on a sinking ship. You understand? The ancestors might carry me to land. You know what I'm saying? But I'm not going down with the ship. I'm not going down with the ship, and the ship is going down. Okay? So thank everybody for your support out there. Now, just to warm y'all up, you know, matter of fact, I'm going to let some of the family get in. You know what I'm saying? I invited a lot of my Instagram family over, you know, to join me. You know what I'm saying? I try to go a little earlier, you know what I'm saying? Because I know family be trying to get ready, you know what I'm saying? But then we got some night owls. Shit, we got family all up. And then I say that like I got, you know, my viewers is from one area. You know, I got family all over the world, so it don't make no motherfucking difference. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, I'm going to give the family just a little bit of time to get in here before, you know, I go ham on these niggas. Because I got it all lined up. And no doubt about it. And you going to know today. You know what I'm saying? You going to know today. And it's a damn shame, you know, that we, you know, trying to convince our people to fuck with some madmen. You know what I'm saying? Sinister madmen, even amongst their own people. You understand what I'm saying? It's one thing. It's one thing. When we, you know, many people say, oh man, that's them black power niggas, you know, just, you know, no sir, we got the goddamn documents from his own goddamn people. You understand what I'm saying? And here we is got divine prophets amongst our race. You know, and we deny them, and then we go put these goddamn mad, sick madmen up on the pedestal in front of the babies, and then wonder why we in the fucking conditions we in. And we have to go over it. A lot of people say, and I want family to understand that, you know, as y'all see me drop this shit this year, y'all gonna see me how I touch on so many sciences and arts. It's gonna blow y'all goddamn mind, okay? And no matter what a motherfucker say, goddamn it, I'm gonna spark so many debates across this goddamn nation and across this goddamn planet this year. And I'm gonna be the one to spark it, nigga, because I'm gonna go into depth into so many arts and science. Ain't none of these niggas talking about it. And if they is talking about it, they talking about it on a superficial level. I go where no nigga will go, okay? And I go with confidence. You understand what I'm saying? I can go with confidence, you know, that I got the mind, you know, to see what need to be seen. I don't have no confidence in no another nigga like that. You know what I'm saying? I have confidence in me, and that's no ego. You understand? That's why, you know, the creator put a mind of my own, you understand, within my cranium, so I could use it for me to see it my goddamn way. You know, motherfuckers is mad because I don't see it. Bitch, I'm not supposed to be you. I'm not supposed to be you. To my family out there, when I say what I say, I always back it up with some type of evidence or some type of research that I done. And you can always go behind me and, you know, but, you know, and do the research and backtrack and see whether I'm telling the truth or not. I guarantee you, 9 times out of 10, I'm going to be on point. Nigga, I'm going to be in the area, nigga. You know what I'm saying? When I get to busting up, when you go pull that motherfucking, you know what I'm saying? When you go pull that target, when a nigga on that, and you pull that motherfucker down, you gonna see if I don't hit that motherfucker in the head or the chest, goddamn it, I'm gonna be somewhere in the torso, somewhere. It's gonna be a major motherfucking hit. You going down is what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying? Animal has some head shots. You know what I'm saying? All the way around. You know what I'm saying? I don't just put nothing up because I come with so much shit. You know what I'm saying? To where, nigga, you not gonna clean all that up. You just not gonna do it. You gonna lie about what I'm talking about. I come with the full metal jacket, the whole package. You see what I'm saying? And so I don't just come with no one goddamn sideline story like these niggas. You know, these niggas is mad. You know what? I ain't mad at no nigga, at nothing they say, because I feel I can come right back. Ba, 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 ba. With my mind. I don't have to learn. That ain't where I get my medals. I ain't that kind of nigga. You know, I'm trying to be a world scholar. You understand? The greatest world scholar of all time. That shit don't put no medals on my fucking chest. So you niggas can throw all the motherfucking slander you want. That's the move of a whole nigga. You know what I'm saying? I got a mind, nigga. So if you throw something out at me, nigga, I'm gonna come right back. Ba 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 ba. With the intellect. You see what I'm saying? So when a nigga throws slander, already, nigga, I know you done ran out of information. You see what I'm saying? That's automatic. When niggas run out of information, they throw slander automatically. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna talk shit about you, nigga. But I'm gonna do that while I drop the information. I'm not gonna slander you. I'm gonna have fun with you, nigga. Slander is when you just go up there and just talk personally about a motherfucker. I don't know none of you niggas. You ain't even worth my motherfucking time. And I have to say that. I have to address that. So people got to understand that ain't what the fuck it's about. Do not engage in slander. Get rid of these niggas. Anytime you see a nigga fall down, that's like you riding out with a nigga. See, that's the kind of nigga you ride out with, and you get all the way to the point of engagement, and then the motherfucker talking about, I want to get out. See, you can't trust no nigga like that. You understand what I'm saying? Because when you get under pressure, you understand what I'm saying? The nigga bust. You know what I'm saying? We don't need no niggas like that on our team. We got the strongest team, family. I just want to, let y'all know that. And y'all already know that. And as you see, I'm going to keep it 100, keep the page up, keep it moving. Y'all already know the General Seti page. Yeah, it's stagnant for a minute. It'll be back rolling in just a few. All right, don't even worry about that. We got the Naga Suten Ra. That's my third string. You understand? So y'all need to go on over there, subscribe to that. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm not stopping. So either I'm going to be on the General Seti or I'm going to be on Sa-Ra. You understand? Well, if I'm not on the Sa-Ra, nigga, I'm going to be on the Naga Suten Ra. You understand what I'm saying? I got some more, and just in case, nigga, so I'm not stopping. Because I got a mission this year to clear the field and let motherfuckers know ain't no motherfucking competition. I'm just being real. Ain't none. Okay, you gonna see pound if I keep coming up at this bitch and like I warms up and everybody know I warm up. Bitch, you just give me the first 20 minutes, 25 minutes. Cause I do a 2.5 you look at my motherfucking resume, nigga. I'm doing 2.5 every motherfucking day. God damn, nigga, with content. With content. So don't come tripping, nigga. I need to get them. So when this is my warm up. So when I do go into the information, I'm on fire. You know what I'm saying? Like I say, this is my shoot around. Okay? Niggas mad at me because I don't believe what they believe. You know what I'm saying? Family was in the chat in the comments say they took one of the videos over there, I think dealing with the biblical shit, the Nimrod shit, gave it to one of their professors, say the professor trying to come up with a rebuttal. I say, well, come on, bring that motherfucker on. You know what I'm saying? Bring him on. I'm going to break his ass down to the very last compound. You understand what I'm saying? Because when it comes to a debate, nigga, I sure enough get vicious. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to go to, I get the training and shit, and I'm going to get some, I'm going to get some debates up on here, but it won't be with no little bitty niggas. You see what I'm saying? When I crack me a motherfucker, I'm cracking me a major motherfucker. You feel me? That's what's up. That's what and I'm going to have at least 3, 4, 5. I ain't going to say 5 because that's too many. I ain't going to be, you know what I'm saying? I'm going to have so many a year, 4 at the most, of some logical, some minds I can work with. You know what I'm saying? That want to come up here and get busy. You know what I'm saying? We'll get back to the community-based debates, at a later time. But for right now, if family out there and they of a high caliber, because I need to crush a big nigga. You see what I'm saying? I need to put medals on my chest. So I need I need somebody of rank and file. So when I chop that tree, that motherfucker go boom. You know what I'm saying? I want the world to hear that motherfucker fall. Okay? So about that time, look like we got enough people in there. I'm about ready to rock and roll. Now, if it, most people know of Scientology today through what's that white boy name? Tom Cruise and John Travolta. You understand what I'm saying? These is like some of the top celebrities that's been a part of that shit. But Tom Cruise is like the face and shit. And the founder of Scientology was a man named Ron L. Hubbard. Okay? And they make all type of fun of his ass on all type of cartoons and shit because he's a weirdo. You understand what I'm saying? He's a weirdo, and just like most occultists, they thieves. I mean, intellectual thieves. So many of them been caught plagiarizing other people's work. You understand what I'm saying? It's just ridiculous. And so he himself have even, he got this space man named Izinu. Okay? Just like this is like a trait amongst occult motherfuckers. And it comes from Madame Blavatsky. Okay? Alex de Crowley had his spaceman. He had his spaceman that he drew. Okay? Then you had Hitler, who was a student of fucking Madame Blavatsky. That's where he got his Aryan Nation doctrine from. He got it from Madame Blavatsky. And this shit is crazy. Even Gandhi, the motherfucker over there was a student of the Theosophic Society. He studied under Madame Blavatsky. So when you start, and when I say the power that this woman has had, you know what I'm saying? She probably, and I'm just being real, on the low, had more influence on a lot of the minds of the world, nigga, than most people would ever know. And it's crazy. The people that she's, influenced and infected. You see what I'm saying? And so again, what is this new age and shit? It's conjuring, it's being a medium, where you talking to the other side of the motherfucking spiritual world, astro projecting, you know what I'm saying? No numerology, You see what I'm saying? All of that shit fall in the, in magic and shit, of all, not to tricking with cards and shit. We talking about conjuring demons and conjuring certain entities. You understand? Having power over them. The Kabbalists believe that they can control Yahweh. You understand? They actually believe they can control God. They can control the devil, any demon, any angel. With that Kabbalah shit, they feel that and so she was one of the ones that made it a movement. You understand what I'm saying? A movement where you got masses of people. Now, whether they reading astrology, that's another part of the New Age, the gypsy movement. So if you study the gypsies, and even the Hindu, the yoga, a lot of motherfuckers don't want to accept the fact that the Theosophists brought yoga in this bitch on a major level. Okay, they was the ones that you see Aleister Crowley into this yoga shit. He got books on that shit. So long before niggas was bending and doing whatever. You know what I'm saying? We talking about as a movement, not no one individual. We talking about a mass movement. It is these iconic sinister beings. Madame Blavatsky, Aleister Crowley. Aleister Crowley is basically, he the one influenced the sinister sickness of rock and roll, heavy metal. You understand? All them motherfuckers out there kissing Motley Crue and all these crazy ass motherfuckers. What's his name? Jeffrey, whatever, not, I ain't want to say Osborne, but whatever the fuck that other crazy motherfucker that had the show on TV. And I got pictures of him. All of them motherfuckers was influenced by Aleister Crowley. You see what I'm saying? But Madame Blavatsky, she was instrumental in publishing and bringing the occult to the Western world. All the Hindu shit, all the chanting, all the you understand what I'm saying? Where the fuck y'all niggas think y'all got shit from? It was these occultists that brought that shit over here and made it a movement. Okay, and many of them was Freemasons, and so this became, the foundation of Freemasonry. All the Luciferian, so they take any occult, Sufism, Kabbalah, the Hindu, and they mix it in, they mix it together. You see what I'm saying? And so this is what you have today. This is what they call the New Age movement, which is nothing but a cold word for witchcraft, because that's all witchcraft is. And like I showed people yesterday that, witchcraft was outlawed in England until 1950. So a motherfucker couldn't come, all these niggas out here talking about Wiccan and shit, they wouldn't dare have brought their ass out and said no shit of the sort before 1950, because their ass would have been locked up. Okay, they even had banned homosexuality in fucking Britain. Okay, now I don't know why the fuck, what made them do that. You understand? I don't know why they reversed and turned around. You understand what I'm saying? After being, so adamant about this shit for so many years. But now, I guess, these peoples is coming into power, so they rescinding a lot of these laws. So, ain't been no black Wiccans, ain't been no, and listen, I'm not mad at you if you do yoga. I'm not, that ain't what I'm saying. Okay? But the expression, how it was introduced to motherfuckers, it was introduced through the Western filter of Blavatsky and Aleister Crowley. They the ones that brought that shit here on this level. It wouldn't be no Hinduism on no major level if it was not for them occultists. It wouldn't be no Kabbalah, because them Jews wasn't going to give you a motherfucking thing. It wasn't the Jews that introduced niggas to Kabbalah. It was the occult. It was Madame Blavatsky and the Theosophic Society and all of her students in her philosophy that went around the Western world and taught niggas this shit. So y'all got to understand that them two right there, Madame Blavatsky, we just showed yesterday that the founder of Wiccan, the modern founder of Wiccan, Gerald Gardner, was a student of Aleister Crowley. So right there, you might as well say Aleister Crowley fathered the modern Wiccan movement. That's just hands down. You know what I'm saying? And so right there, and then you got Anton LaVey, another sick motherfucker who was influenced by Aleister Crowley, but he wanted to kind of come out of Aleister Crowley's life. You understand? He founded the Church of Satanism. Okay, and then you got the Luciferians and shit. You know, Lucifer and shit. And we're gonna get off into that again tonight. And so a lot of people say, oh, the Luciferians don't believe in Satanism. And then you're gonna hear the Wiccans say, oh, we don't worship Satan, which is a motherfucking lie, because Gerald Gardner, the founder of Wiccan, we already stated, was a student of Aleister Crowley, Anton LaVey, fucking Madame Blavatsky, or Manly P. Hall, which was one of the top Mason philosophers. All of them was Freemasons. So where these niggas these laymen, these little motherfuckers will tell you that they're not affiliated, all the motherfuckers was sitting in the lodge as Freemasons, calling each other brother, okay, with the same fucking agenda. So I don't want to hear that. Now I'm gonna introduce y'all to another student of Aleister Crowley. His name is Jack Parsons. Okay. Now he was the head of one of Aleister Crowley, the OTO, which Gerald Gardner, the founder of Wiccan, and I'm gonna bring that up again, he was also the head of one of Aleister Crowley's lodges, or the OTO. So Jack Parsons was in California. And this is where Ron L. Hubbard got his introduction into the occult. Okay, and once ain't no acting like he wasn't down with the sickness. See what I'm saying? And so we have to bring this out today, because we got members of our society that's bringing this shit to our people. Like this motherfucker cannot do a motherfucking thing for our people. And anybody that would go against what use a sick motherfucker just the same, because his resume is laid out. Now, if you gonna use a traitor to your motherfucking race, and I must say that, and I don't give a fuck who got something to say about it. I wouldn't give a goddamn, nigga. I wouldn't give a goddamn. So again, I'm gonna introduce you to this man, Jack Parsons, okay, a student of Aleister Crowley, who gave basically Ron L. Hubbard his first view into the occult on a serious level. And he took from Aleister Crowley and created what you call today Scientology, okay? That you see in every goddamn. I had a debate with one of them motherfuckers when I was in Harlem. I was beating his ass up, beating him up. They had to come out, and usually they think they know some shit. They'll try to, I see a little video where they try to run up on motherfucker. Bitch, you don't want to run up on me. You wouldn't run up on me, bitch. I'll give you the blues, because they think they train in debate and shit like that. Okay, and I wish one of you, I'd go get the best Scientologists. God damn it, go get the best you motherfucking got. I'll run your motherfucking ass raggedy, because I know your heart. You know what I'm saying? It ain't nothing for me to pump a sinister individual such as yourself. Now, let me go on off into these slides. We got family in the house. We got family in the house. I'm going to go to work. Woo! We starting something already. We're looking at the beast. To the left, you see the beast, Aleister Crowley. And to the right is your man's L. Ron Hubbard, founder of the Church of Scientology. And motherfucker didn't know no science. Didn't know no science, but he called that shit the Church of Scientology. Okay, and the ology means science itself, so it's the science of science. I don't even know what the fuck that means. That's a lot of goddamn double talk. Okay? And so this is Jack Parsons. Okay? He was the principal founder of both the Jet Propulsion Laboratory and the Aerojet Engineering Corporation. So really, he founded what you call jet fuel, okay? Jet fuel. And this what gave the United States, Russia, and all of them the ability to go to the moon. Okay, they didn't have that kind of power until he invented what you call jet fuel. Okay, now how ironic that this man was also an occultist. Okay, matter of fact, let me line him up. Let me line him up. I already got him right here. Already got him right here. Jack Parsons, right here. Got him, line him up already. Okay. Was an American rocket engineer and rocket propulsion researcher, chemist, and the Thelемite occultist. Now, we understand that Thelema is the sick philosophy of Aleister Crowley, okay? Now, he was associated with the California Institute of Technology. And see, here we go. This is why some of these, I guess he was trying to get to the aliens too. You see what I'm saying? Parsons was one of the principal founders of both the Jet Propulsion Laboratory and the Institute of Technology. They end up killing his ass, though. You understand what I'm saying? Because, they felt like he was a communist. He was into all that sick shit. And then he ended up, I don't know if they fired him or whatnot. And I think he started fucking with the Israelis. And when he did that, ain't nobody gonna let a motherfucker with that kind of knowledge, be used by an outside country like that. So I believe they end up knocking him up. Okay, I go down here, right here. It says, after a brief involvement with Marxism in 1939, Parsons converted to Thelema. Okay, the English occultist Aleister Crowley's new religious movement. Okay, in 1941, alongside his first wife, Helen Northrop, Parsons joined the Agape Lodge, the California branch of the Thelemite Ordo Temple Orientis, the OTO. Okay, and at Crowley's bidding, he replaced Wilford Talbot Smith as his leader in 1942 and ran the lodge from his mansion on Orange Grove Avenue. So his house still out there. You understand what I'm saying? He had a couple of dollars. But I'm gonna tell you this: Ron L. Hubbard is he's a thieving motherfucker, cause he ends up taking the man's woman and his goddamn fortune too. This is before he even got into Scientology. He was already thieving, man. And this shit is crazy. And we're gonna get off into that a little bit later on. And Jack Parsons ain't no motherfucking angel, ain't no cracker, no angel. But he was younger than Ron L. Hubbard. And Ron L. Hubbard was a seasoned con artist. So when he eventually comes out there to the California Lodge, and he takes over in reality. He ends up taking the man's woman and riding off into the sunset with the man, Jack Parsons' woman, and his yacht and all his goddamn money. And it hurt him so goddamn bad, he ended up having to sell his mansion and every motherfucking thing. But this is right here is just showing you. And the critical thing is what's really gonna sink anybody fucking with the man is the documentation of the sick sex rituals that Ron Hubbard and Jack Parsons was performing out in California before they separated. It's called Babylon Working. It's down here. I'm going to read a little bit of it and then we're going to get back to the slide. in 1945, Parsons separated from Helen, his first wife, after having an affair with her sister Sarah, and Sarah left him for L. Ron Hubbard. He conducted a Babylon working, a series of rituals designed to invoke the Thelemic god Babylon to her earth. He and Hubbard continued the procedure with Marjorie Cameron, whom Parsons married in 1946. After Hubbard and Sarah defrauded him of his life savings, Parsons resigned from the OTO and went through various jobs while acting as a consultant for the Israeli rocket program. Amid the climate of McCarthyism, he was accused of espionage and left unable to work in rocketry. Okay? In 1952, Parsons died at the age of 37 in a home laboratory explosion that attracted national media attention. The police ruled it an accident, but many associates suspected suicide or murder. Okay, let me come on now. So, right there, we're already into some hot shit. Okay, showing you this is the founder, and I'm about to, I'm warming you up, family. I got to give you some background information on this, how this shit going down. So Jack Parsons is Aleister Crowley's man, and he's the head of Aleister Crowley's chapter in Los Angeles. Okay, he's lead, and this is where L. Ron Hubbard comes to this chapter. Okay, and he's there for a minute. And while he's there, he's working his shit. He's a con artist. He didn't work, he didn't took the man, woman. But the crazy shit about it is that Jack Parsons, the woman he took from him, that was his wife's sister. That's Jack Parsons' wife's sister. So you already see, ain't no sense of having no sympathy for the motherfucker, because they got that mentality that Aleister Crowley taught them. Do what thou will. Aleister Crowley ain't got no respect for marriage or nothing. So anything you see, you can hit. You know what I'm saying? Basically. And so he can't be mad at Ron L. Hubbard for doing his ass the same way he just did his wife. His wife left his ass. And the crazy shit about it, as I was reading, I say, listen to this sick shit. Now, we were just reading, and Jack Parsons took the place of a Talbot Smith. You understand? He took his, because he was the head of the chapter before Jack Parsons. God damn it, Jack Parsons' wife ended up having a baby by his ass. I said, listen, look at all this crazy ass shit that's going on. So they just laying with everybody and sleeping with everybody. It's a cesspool, okay? So this is your founder, a Scientology, having all type of orgies and shit. And so, that one, he ended up with Jack Parsons' mistress, but he was already hitting other women in the damn lodge before he got to her. So he ended up with her, but he had already been working on other women in the lodge. So you right there, you see that Aleister Crowley sex magic. You know what I'm saying? Where they are into all type of perverted ass shit. You know what I'm saying? So I'm setting the motherfucking, I'm laying the table for niggas to eat tonight, okay? So I don't want no motherfucker fucking with Scientology to say they did not know. All right, let's get back on to this. Now, we're gonna get back to Jack in just a minute. Okay? We talking about synthetic Dianetics. Okay? And when you look at L. Ron Hubbard at the end of his life, a fugitive And nobody, I don't know why these motherfuckers ain't came out and told y'all that he was a fugitive of the goddamn government, okay? He had been breaking into the FBI headquarters, and, you know, I forget what, I don't know if they was in Florida or wherever they was at, or California. They was in California. You know what I'm saying? He had sent a lot of his members to work for the FBI, and they was in there because they was investigating his ass for all kind of fraud and shit, tax evasion, all kind of shit. You know what I'm saying? And so they ends up indicting this motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? All the members of his church of Scientology that they caught, them motherfuckers was convicted. Okay? And his ass was convicted too, but he fled. So he was a motherfucking fugitive of the goddamn government. And when they found him, goddamn it, his hair had grown down his goddamn back like a damn savage. His damn fingernails was long as a motherfucker. He was unkept in a savage state. And I'm gonna put his son up here for any of these niggas that try to clean it up. Okay, and I got these niggas, and these niggas talking about they gods and shit. I'm sick of y'all fake ass. Y'all some fake ass niggas. Cause y'all claim to be researchers and all this, and this shit, you know, all it take is a elementary researcher to go in here and get this goddamn information. Okay? You know, I didn't went into the extra levels, but the minimum research would have brought you to the conclusion that this motherfucker was crazy as hell. Okay? Anybody fucking with fucking Aleister Crowley is a sick motherfucker. Okay? So just to put it, and he was a dope fiend. And his son gonna tell you that. He was a dope fiend. Okay? A serious goddamn dope fiend, a psychotic, his wife, who he ran off, well, you know, Jack Parsons' mistress, who he ran off, he ends up marrying her, but goddamn it, she ended up being one of his worst critics, called him insane, said he tried to kidnap her, all this kind of crazy ass shit. So you understand, when the man's own wives, his own children are his worst critics, okay? How the fuck is you gonna clean a crazy ass cracker up like that and sell him to black people? And I seen black people out there in goddamn California standing under this man's name as if he's some great man. And y'all ain't got enough goddamn sense to tell your people that you standing under one of the worst minds that ever of the 20th century. I say, God damn. So the new white savior of the Nation of Islam, I had to put that in there. 1978, a fraudulent messiah. L. Ron Hubbard is convicted of fraud and sentenced to 4 years in prison. He has stolen $200 million from the church. He died in hiding, a fugitive. Yet the black man is God. How can something lesser than God teach God? And that's very serious, because we was taught by Elijah Muhammad in the supreme wisdom that the white man was the devil. Okay, and we're going to ask some serious questions today. You understand? Matter of fact, let me go on down here. Where's them questions at? I'm going to ask you niggas out here to swear that y'all know the motherfucking, you know the teacher. Okay? I'm going to put this right up in your face, nigga. What is devil? And this is coming right out of the supreme wisdom. What is devil? The answer is a grafted man, which is made weak and wicked, or any grafted live germ from the original is a devil. And can you reform the devil? This is a very serious question now. This is coming from the teachings of the supreme wisdom. This is coming from the teachings of Elijah Muhammad, better yet, the so-called fraud Muhammad. These are his teachings. And I'm gonna ask anybody out there that know the teaching. And can you reform the devil? The answer is no. All the prophets have tried to reform him, devil, but were unable. So they have agreed that it cannot be done unless we graft him back into the original man, which takes 600 years. So instead of losing time grafting him back, they decided to take him off the planet, who number only 1 to every 11 original people. Okay? So another question: can the devil fool a Muslim? Answer: no, not nowadays. Okay, not nowadays. That's a damn lie, because this cracker done fooled the whole hell out of a whole lot of so-called Muslims, unless they not Muslim. I mean, well, what the fuck are we to say? Can the devil fool a Muslim? The answer was no, not nowadays. Okay, so either y'all not Muslims, okay, or what the fuck is we to say about this? Okay, for y'all to let a devil come in and teach our people the way that y'all allowing these people to teach our people today, this sickness. Okay, now let me make the connection between L. Ron Hubbard and Aleister Crowley. Let's go.
He could simply say, I have action. A magician. The magic cults of the 8th, 9th, 10th, 11th, 12th centuries in the Middle East were fascinating. The only modern work that has anything to do with them is trifle wild in spots, but it's fascinating work in itself, and that's work written by Aleister Crowley, the late Aleister Crowley, my very good friend. And he did himself a splendid piece of aesthetics built around those magic cults. It's a very interesting reading to get a hold of a copy of a book, quite rare, but it can be obtained. The Master Therion, Therion, The Master Therion by Aleister Crowley. He signs himself the Beast, the Mark of the Beast, 666. Very, very something.
All right, there. So we already seen what Ron L. Hubbard say. Now, he didn't really meet Aleister Crowley. Okay, he was a very good friend because he was stealing all this shit. He was stealing all this shit. But Aleister Crowley didn't even fuck with Ron L. Hubbard like that. You know what I'm saying? He didn't fuck with him like that. His man was Jack Parsons, and when he did what he did to Jack Parsons, that fucked Aleister Crowley's positioning up in America. You know what I'm saying? Because Jack Parsons was a celebrity at that time. You see what I'm saying? Let me go on and pop back in. So you see right now, today, you got Farrakhan and the Nation of Islam pushing Dianetics, okay? Synthetic Dianetics, which ain't nothing but cut and paste Aleister Crowley information and other occult teachers' information, okay? And there's no way, you understand, him being out. He lived at the lodge in California. So he was in the lodge. He lived at the lodge with Jack Parsons for, I don't know if it was a year or less, but it was close to a year or so, okay? And so you hear this man, Aleister Crowley, who is his good friend, calls himself the Great B666. Okay, so I done just showed you how Aleister Crowley didn't influence most motherfuckers, and Madame Blavatsky, those two have influenced most motherfuckers in the occult. Okay, it ain't no getting away. Look at what it's saying. The Book of Lies. Okay, 7 other Kabbalistic writings of Aleister Crowley. Okay, even that damn 7 and all of that shit. So when we get off into what they call numerology, it ain't no African numerology. That's that Kabbalistic, that's that occult witchcraft. And when you go off into a Kabbalah, when we just did, you know, we looked at Solomon, which I'll go back. Solomon in his ring was able to control 72 demons. So you got to, I didn't call a lot of motherfuckers that practice Kabbalah. And I asked, all you had to do is ask them one question. Ask them, do they conjure demons? And they'll tell you, yes. Because it's in the book. I seen it for my damn self. When I was coming up, even as a young man, you know, I've been off into these books for, nigga, listen. I've been a bookworm since I was in 8 years old, 7, 8 years old. I was a bookworm, and because my uncles and them, I had these books when I was young, and I used to go and and pull books off of my uncle's shelf, and he had one book called the 6 and 7 books of Moses. I was reading the Bible, but I ain't never heard no motherfucking 6 and 7 books. I said, well, goddamn, what is this? And I looked into that shit, and as soon as I didn't need no nigga to interpret nothing to me. You know what I'm saying? Because I had read other books on the cult, and I seen some of them demons and shit. You know what I'm saying? Baphomet and all that shit, Leviathan and all other kind of crazy ass name. I say, I put that motherfucking book right back up on the shelf. I knew that wasn't a book for me, and I don't need no nigga to try to trick me into some bullshit. Your spirit will let you know from goddamn jump you fucking with some bullshit. Goddamn, man, y'all some stupid ass nigga. So, this is what you can see the woman in the back while this motherfucker looking into the crystal ball. See, this motherfucker must think I'm stupid. Motherfucker tell your ass any goddamn thing. You understand? You got to have a divinity, a base of African divinity before you start letting any motherfucker try to tell you anything. Because number one, you are connected to the creator. And you don't need no motherfucker to be a medium once you connected. You don't need, but there is some that can advise you. But once you connected, you understand, because we all are the children of the creator. You understand? That's what the pineal gland is. See, and when we think we need mediums, that's how we get control. People get control over us. Okay? They get control like the preacher man, like the imam. Okay? You're directly connected to the creator. You was born connected to the creator. You was connected to your mama. Okay? The black woman is God. Okay, so you was born into this world with everything you ever needed to survive and thrive and progress. Okay, you connected. Somebody broke that connection and gave you a religion. And most religions have a medium. You never can go directly to the goddamn God. You got to go through this motherfucker to get to the God. And that's how you always is entrapped. You entrapped. Okay, at that point, you understand? There's spiritual advisors. You understand, that are also connected, that'll help you develop your, and master your connection to the universe. But let it be known that you connected, and can't nobody unconnect you if you know that you connected. It's knowing you connected, and once you know, you can talk straight to the universe. You don't need no motherfucker at that point. That's what it's all about. Religions always have a middleman. Okay? Always got a middleman. We don't need no motherfucking middleman. Even when the nigga doing a deal, the middleman saying one thing to you, saying another thing to the other motherfucker. He's controlling both goddamn sides. I want y'all to wake up today. So you see Alex Crowley, the goatee, that's Solomon. That's Kabbalism. You see what I'm saying? Let me keep it moving. Okay, rituals and sex magic. Okay, so all that shit Jack Parsons was doing, and I'm gonna get off into this Babylon working, where this nigga trying to, bring into existence some type of goddess. You understand? He performing a ritual that was written by Aleister Crowley, and Ron L. Hubbard was writing the goddamn. He was a part of the damn ritual. And this man's over here jacking off and shit. Jack Parsons over here jacking off on some goddamn scrolls. I'm not being funny. This is what he doing. He reading the damn ritual, and at the same time, the nigga in there jacking off on, trying to bring into existence some type of goddess, to birth this type, some goddess and shit. Okay, and so this is some crazy shit. Okay, and Ron L. Hubbard's sick ass was right in the room with him while he was in there jacking off. So these niggas got homosexual tendency. They sick. Okay, if that's your persuasion, okay then. Take that shit on with you. You understand what I'm saying? But why in the hell that these peoples are selling y'all Dianetics and they not telling you the sick motherfucking resume of these people and their background? You know what I'm saying? The white man run a background check on every motherfucker he hired. If you as a teacher or anything and you going up in the school, nigga, they running a background check on you to make sure you ain't got no crimes against children or none of that. Even selling dope or none of that, nigga. You can't get up in there like that. Nigga, that's a strike against your ass. So how is it you bringing women and babies and people that just don't know what's going on? You bringing in there, lost souls, nigga. And, like sacrifices and motherfucking, lambs of sacrifice led to the damn slaughter. So all of that, that kind of sex and shit, tantric sex and shit. You see, these was the Aleister Crowley and his type was the ones that brought that shit into existence. Do what thou wilt. And I heard some teachers in this motherfucking community speak that shit. Okay, I can show you that they was fucking with Aleister Crowley too. And niggas right out there want to try to, they mad at Pharaoh because he cut into a motherfucker. But the facts is he was teaching some bullshit. And that just let me know you niggas arrive with anything. I don't wish no harm upon nobody, but goddamn, if you bring it upon yourself, what the fuck is somebody gonna do about that? You understand? The words that come out of your mouth, nigga, you got to be held responsible for that. So a lot of the shit that they was teaching in the so-called conscious community, the majority of that shit come from Aleister Crowley and Madame Blavatsky, and I don't give a fuck who teaching it. Okay, all that tantric sex and shit, these was the motherfuckers that brought that shit over here. India and the occult, okay? And you're going to see that, Aleister Crowley was in the Hermetic Dawn. You understand what I'm saying? That was an occult group. That's where he got his base knowledge from. And one of his teachers was a Buddhist, okay? And so, that's who introduced him to India. And so his teacher ended up going over to Burma. And so Aleister Crowley goes over there, and that's where he sit down and get some teachings. Madame Blavatsky and William Steele Olcott, the two founders of the Theosophic Society, set their headquarters up in India. So this is where they set up. And so that's how niggas get all this fucking Hinduism, Buddhism, occultism on the level that it is today. Here's your goddamn daddy, Aleister Crowley. Okay, now if you did not consciously know that, well, you got to do some goddamn research. Now, if you still want to do it and you're doing it from an African base, I'm power to you, because our people do need, counselors. They do need guidance out there. That's not what I'm saying. But goddamn it, you cannot be leading our people where these crackers is telling you to lead them. Cannot be the same source of essence on which you derive your teachings from. Cannot be. Cannot be. You can't be on the same team of this liberation African community and on the team of Aleister Crowley and them sick ass occultists. Okay, this is his teacher right there, who was a member of the Hermetic Dawn, Charles Henry Allen Bennett. And you can see right there, he was dressed up in his Buddhist outfit. And this is where Aleister Crowley went and got his knowledge on the on Hinduism. So this is some of his book, 8 lectures on yoga, okay, by Aleister Crowley, yoga and magic. And you see the K on there. That's not pulling a rabbit out of a hat. No, that's conjuring shit, conjuring demons and shit, going into the other realm, bringing back sick shit to this realm. And you see at the bottom the OTO. And so when you talking about Gerald Gardner, and then he said you can't, you do magic naked. And I read, and you know what? Let me tell you something. If you read one of Aleister Crowley's book, you probably wouldn't get through a whole page, because his sick way, his sick mind, and the shit that he talks about, you wouldn't feel right as a sane person to continue reading any of that bullshit. It's sick. And when they say he's the wickedest man that ever lived, this is not something that I'm saying. This is what his own people said about him. And when you read his motherfucking work, you see why they gave him that title. His mama called him the beast. Okay? So now this is one of his temples. This is what one of his temples would have looked like. This is the Jack Parsons temple. So when Ron L. Hubbard came to California, this is the type of temple he would have been in. This is Aleister Crowley's design. Okay? You got some of it. So this is where you get the Egyptian, surface, appearance from, because they were stealing out of Egypt. You understand? Just like the Egyptologists. And that's crazy because we had to bust these niggas' head because many Egyptologists are occultists and Freemasons. Them same motherfuckers that you saying Champollion, Freemason, occultist. Okay? Nobody's telling that part of it. Okay? Nobody's telling that part of it. So majority of them so-called Egyptologists, hear me out. Let me take a drink of water. A lot of them Egyptologists were also Freemasons, and we already know what Freemasons is. They occultists, okay? So there's no getting away from that. We got to throw all that shit away. We got to start from scratch, and ain't nothing wrong with that. We are so creative, man. We can redesign our whole reality. You understand? It wouldn't take that long for us to do it, because we that powerful, but we still continue to hold on to these sick minds. And they not only is they taking us in the wrong way, they spiritually, raping our people. You know what I'm saying? It's destroying us at the core, and we can't go nowhere with no information with people like this at all. You understand? We got to go back to our Garveys and our Collards and our Malcolms and all the great African revolutionaries that fought for us, that had the philosophy and told us long ago, separate. That's just a common teaching from all separating. And here we is, 2019, still on the white man titty. Ain't that a goddamn shame? Something is wrong. You understand? Something is truly wrong. And so this is, now look, this is Aleister Crowley at work. Now he's in Italy, okay? Now let me tell you how sick he was. You had many nations that banned Aleister Crowley from even coming in the fucking nation because they got wind of all his rituals, his sex rituals, his rituals with animals, okay? And so this the OTO family, this Jack Parsons, this is Gerald Gardner, okay? This is all of his underlings that, went on to found others, Wiccan and Scientology and so on and so forth, okay? And so this is his temple out in Italy, and this is where he spent, I think, the last, where he died in Britain. But after, this event, because one of his initiates died in Italy, and they said that he gave that initiate cat blood. Okay, I'm telling you this. And so Mussolini, now we know who Mussolini, if you don't know who Mussolini is, Mussolini was the head of Italy during World War II, and he sided with Hitler against the Axis, the Allies. So it was Italy and Russia, Italy and Germany against Russia, United States, and Britain. France had been conquered, but you know what I'm saying? So it was Italy and Germany and Japan. That's right, and Japan. Italy, Germany, and Japan against the United States, Britain, and Russia. So Mussolini, and so while Hitler was doing his wicked shit in Europe, Mussolini went to Ethiopia, and he's responsible for 1 million deaths in Ethiopia. That's why I say motherfuckers talk about Hitler, but they don't, and the Jews, but they don't never want to talk about the atrocities that Mussolini committed in Italy. Okay, now that just show you how sick Aleister Crowley was, because after he performs his rituals, he was there for a minute, and all type of rumors was going around in Italy about his ass, because he already had a track record coming from Britain. He already had it. I think he was in France for a little bit, so he already had a track record. And so when this initiate ends up coming up dead in the temple, Mussolini deported Aleister Crowley. Okay, now when one sick motherfucker can deport another sick motherfucker, that lets you know Aleister Crowley was out the gate. He was out the gate with this shit. Okay, nobody can even fathom the levels that this sick motherfucker was. Now this is what it looked like today. Now some of the shit is graffiti of today, but it is some paintings on the wall, graffiti on the wall that come from his time. And this is called the Abbey of the Lima. Okay, this is the Abbey in Sicily, Italy. Okay. Okay, and then at the bottom it says Abbey of the Lima remains a popular name for various magical societies, witchcraft covens, and Satanist grottos. See right there, they didn't busted them all. So when that little witch trying to trick you and say she's not connected to no Satanists or none of that, they lying like a motherfucker. Because most people already know, and that's just, that's too easy to prove. This is the outside of the Abbey. Now this is the demon. Now this is not an alien. It looked like one of the reflections of a lot of the aliens today. But to Aleister Crowley, it was a demon. Okay, let's be clear about that. It was a demon. So when you look at Xenu, you understand what I'm saying? From which he took also from a Marvel comic book, okay, that it was created before he created Xenu, spell it damn near the same goddamn way. He's stealing all over he's a plagiarist. And you could go online and the comic book world already then cut into Aleister Crowley about plagiarizing the shit. Okay? He done already cut into him. So right now you're looking at some of that's Xenu, okay? That's a Xenu, okay? And so this is the one to the right is the one from Marvel Comics where he stole the goddamn name and concept from, okay? To make this crazy ass alien. Now I'm gonna get straight to it so you can hear some of this crazy shit that they talking about. Here you go. Listen to this shit. Listen to this shit.
75 million years ago, this planet was called Tigiak. There were 90 planets in this sector called the Galactic Confederation.
This is part of the text of a Hubbard lecture.
They had elected a fellow by the name of Xenu to the supreme ruler, and they were about to unelect him. And he took the last moments he had in office to really goof the flute. Xenu decided to take radical measures to overcome the population problem. Beings were captured on other planets and flown to locations near 10 volcanoes or more on Earth. H-bombs were dropped on the volcanoes, destroying the bodies of the beings who, as Thetans, attached themselves to one another as clusters. A revolt followed of the loyal officers against Xenu. Xenu was locked up in an electronic mountain fortress and remains there still. Since that time, beings born on this planet have had clusters of Thetans attached to their bodies. OT3 can run out these clusters and cause them to leave us and reincarnate as individuals.
After hours of expensive auditing, you are rid of the body Thetans attached to you. You may then acquire psychic powers, move objects at a distance, and have out-of-body experiences. If you find you can't, then you must take the course again for another £5,000.
You hear that? You hear that? Nah. Now, what's crazy, wait a minute, let me come out of that, because I'm going to come back to that. Now, what's crazy, you hear them, he talking about you know, he done dropped H-bombs on the mountain and shit, blew that motherfucker up. And then you see the way that he was trapped in that, like, it was like a three-dimensional square, and he was trapped in it, and he floated off. Nah, I want y'all to listen. Nah, if you go to the Nation of Islam's ideology, and they talk about the goddamn earth was blue in half and shit, even though Ryan L. Hubbard come out, they wasn't the originators of that. That shit come out of that Hinduism shit, where they had this war in heaven, and they had all these type of bombs and shit they dropped. I'll get into that shit at a later period, okay? To prove that a lot of that damn Nation of Islam shit come out of Hinduism. It ain't no, you know what I'm saying? Because they was in India. But I'm going to show you, if you didn't see it, I'm going to show you it again, okay? I'm going to show you it again. And the question becomes, look at this. You know, look at this. Now, anybody know, you know, and they talking about the motherfucker blew the earth. Now, they know goddamn well ain't nobody blew no earth in half and the other half became the moon. Because the earth is a motherfucking perfect ball. Damn, now, I ain't saying it ain't, you know, but is oval, okay? It's oval, okay? And so the moon is oval. We looking right at it. Now, you blow some shit up, nigga. How the fuck is you gonna blow it into two perfect motherfucking balls? Now, if you put some goddamn dynamite in the ground, nigga, you blow that shit out, nigga, it's gonna be all type of destruction. Ain't gonna be no perfect ball or nothing. The only way this motherfucker would have been a perfect ball, this shit would have had to been hot. Goddamn, that's the only way I can. And then once it starts spinning, then you know that concept is a crazy goddamn concept. But this is what the fuck, and they say some scientists blew the earth in half. Now you goddamn got that much. Do you know what the H-bomb would do? Okay, you know what a H-bomb would do to a motherfucking city and shit. You know what I'm saying? So they say when they dropped the motherfucking atomic bomb on goddamn Hiroshima, goddamn it, it tilted the earth on this motherfucking axis. You understand what I'm saying? So you imagine a motherfucking enough explosive to blow the earth in half, nigga, you would kill every motherfucking thing on this bitch. You would have blew this shit clean out the atmosphere. It wouldn't have been nothing that could survive an explosion like that. So that shit is crazy. But what I'm showing you is that much of what they, you know, even high, you know, that was a Dianetics video, okay? What they were showing you about is Zemu. You understand what I'm saying? Now watch how in Superman they using the same, you know, concepts to show you what the fuck this is. This is not reality. Now I'm gonna show you this one more again. And soon as I show you, then I'm gonna go to Superman to show exactly what type of minds you fucking with when you fucking with Scientology. Okay? Now watch this again now. Watch this again. I'll show and prove every motherfucking time. If they're gonna give you a motherfucking Scientology, they might as well give you Superman. Shit, go get goddamn General Zod then. Okay, here we go.
75 million years ago, this planet was called Tigyac. There were 90 planets in this sector called the Galactic Confederation.
This is part of the text of a Hubbard lecture.
They had elected a fellow by the name of Zemu to the supreme ruler, and they were about to unelect him. And he took the last moments he had in office to really goof the flute. Zemu decided to take radical measures to overcome the population problem. Beings were captured on other planets and flown to locations near 10 volcanoes or more on Earth. H-bombs were dropped on the volcanoes, destroying the bodies of the beings who, as thetans, attached themselves to one another as clusters. A revolt followed of the loyal officers against Zemu. Zemu was locked up
right there?
in an electronic mountain fortress and remains there.
Nah. Now right there, with that motherfucker, when they imprison him, in that look at this shit on Superman. Look at that. That's the same shit on Superman. I'm gonna show you right here. Wait a minute, go back. That's, I don't know if this is not a video, but this one is. That's the same shit that's on Superman. And you look at Xenu, he looked just like goddamn General Zod on Superman. Just to show you how they using some of this nigga information to make all these crazy ass sci-fi movies. Okay? Now, let me get off. Let me get back up here. Let me get right here. Just to keep this shit moving. Why do I have to say this? Because already niggas done dropped the ball. If y'all don't know who that is right there, that's one of the other sick minds. You know, he's an occultist too. He's an occultist because he believed he was God. That's all, he's an occultist. That's right there, Jim Jones. And right there sitting up in Mos Mariam in Chicago. You see what I'm saying? Right there. Sitting there, that's in Mos Mariam in Chicago. Right there at the pulpit. Okay? Look, this is in Los Angeles. And you see the FOI right there, guarding this motherfucker. So when you got a resume or already bringing a sick type of motherfucker to the people like that, we have every right to question your ass on the spot. Is who the fuck is these crackers you bringing to our people at this time? So look at the black people. You understand? When you talking about down there in Jonestown, in Guyana, you talking about they went down to Guyana. You understand? You talk about close to 1,000 people died and 97% of them was black. Okay? Because didn't nobody stand up for them people. Nobody would cut, you know, and I looked at all the type of, you know, celebrities that stood with Jim Jones. It would shock you of how many celebrities supported that man. Okay? You know, brought him to the people. You understand? And people don't understand when motherfuckers talk about don't sip the Kool-Aid. Don't sip the Kool-Aid. That shit come from Jim Jones because he put cyanide in the Kool-Aid and fed and, you know, gave it to the people. You understand? They got, and, you know, and you can hear the babies, you know, you can't drink that shit. That shit, you know, started affecting your ass immediately. And you can hear the babies in the background crying while they trying to, you know, force the shit down their throat and shit and all that, even giving them injections and shit. And you can hear the shit and you can hear them talking about, you know, keep it up, sister. It's the righteous thing. It's the divine thing to do. And them motherfuckers killed their own babies for this sick motherfucker. Okay? Look at this. This right here in the mosque. You brought these sick ass motherfuckers up in the mosque. The Ku Klux Klan. The Ku Klux Klan. I mean, how many motherfuckers you gonna bring there, man? I mean, I'm just being 100. I mean, you niggas have turned out to be the worst motherfuckers ever, man. Y'all niggas is right there, man. Y'all at the top, man. Straight the fuck up, because your resume is wicked right now. You done brought in Jim Jones, you done brought in the Ku Klux Klan. You understand? Now look at this. Got this sister up there talking about, I believe in Jim Jones. I believe in Jim Jones. I wonder, was that before or after he gave them people that goddamn Kool-Aid? Okay? I wonder, was that before or after they gave them motherfuckers that Kool-Aid? You see what I'm saying? So you got to understand, today, when they promoting this motherfucker, and even though we putting it out on their ass, they still say, I believe in Ryan L. Hubbard. You see what I'm saying? When you hear the call from Seti saying this nigga is a goddamn traitor, he's a sick cracker, you understand what I'm saying? When I'm talking about a traitor, I'm talking about Farrakhan. Yes, I am. Yes, I am. Yes, I am. Because not only is your own record, you understand what I'm saying, for bringing these motherfuckers, your own record for being in the house with these motherfuckers, you done discarded two of the greatest of our prophets on top of it. So how am I going to let you off the hook when your resume is looking. I don't give a fuck what nobody say he did. That shit is insignificant to the damage he have done to the greater minds of our community. I don't give a fuck what you say. You got goddamn Ron, you got Jim Jones, the Ku Klux Klan. Now today you got Ron L. Hubbard, and you got the blood of Malcolm on your hand, and you also humiliated and discarded Khalid Abdul Muhammad. I don't got no good words for no nigga like that. Okay? So if you honor a motherfucker like that because he is a good speaker, and that's why them preachers always get over on you niggas, because when they can speak real good, they can talk you out of any motherfucking thing. Nigga talk you out your wife. Nigga be sleeping with your goddamn wife. Talk her out of her goddamn draw. You understand what I'm? These are some slick talking ass niggas. And so they can talk, but when you get down to the real resume, the real meat of the matter, these are some vicious serpents. That's what the fuck they is. And if you do not like it, you can get your bitch ass up off of here, because this is actual facts. This is actual fact. And my thing is, let me come so I can show. We're not, I don't want nobody to think that this is slander. This is documented facts, okay? This is documented fact. And the thing that really bothers me, the thing that really bothers me is that Farrakhan is up in age. You know what I'm saying? And to be leading our people to this man at this time. You understand what I'm saying? And you die and lead the minds in chaos, okay? Lead them, many of them gonna go off and become Scientologists. They gonna lead the nation, and nigga, that shit gonna fold, and many just gonna go off and become Scientologists. Why would you in your late age be leading our people to a white man and you could die goddamn tomorrow? I don't wish nothing on nobody, but I'm just saying you're up in age. So why is it at this time you would lead our people in this direction, and then you could pass and lead so many minds in, without understanding? You see what I'm saying? Why would you do that? And so, like I say, y'all got a resume that the people got a right to question y'all, nigga, because we supposed to be gods. And so, goddamn it, anytime I see a goddamn cracker red alert going up, what the fuck is you doing around our children, our women? What the fuck is this? Okay, anytime I see some white people around our women and our children, I say, wait a minute. What the fuck is this? Something ain't right, because I know what's going on with them. I'm not no goddamn fool. You doing it every day. It's all you kidnapping. Every time a motherfucker come on the news, nigga wife missing, it's the goddamn husband that then did it. Okay, these motherfuckers is killing their wives every fucking day. The children then went mad. They killing each other wholesale. Want to lie on our babies and say, oh, our babies are so, you know what I'm saying? And they not doing nothing to the extent of what they babies is doing. You see what I'm saying? They're not doing nothing to the extent of what these white babies is doing now. They killing every goddamn day. They going up in clubs. I mean, America had about 5, 6 goddamn mass murders where they done murdered 100 or more motherfuckers at a time. You see what I'm saying? So when you know they resume, you see what I'm saying? When you start seeing, you don't have them around your babies and your children, because anything could pop off and you already know where their minds is at. And so I'm I'm like, what the fuck is they doing? You niggas is crazy, man. And nobody should take them niggas serious any longer. The day the greatest of the Nation of Islam have came and went. Malcolm and Khalid was the best that ever came through there, and y'all killed both of them. In reality, y'all killed both of them. Y'all niggas was responsible. I don't give a fuck what you say, how you say it. If you didn't directly, you indirectly. You directly, you indirectly did it. If you didn't indirect, you do either or. It don't make no, your hands was in it. Nigga, you whispered in some ears, nigga. You made it possible to have our brothers assassinated the way they did. And when Khalid was alive, you assassinated his character in front of the world. You understand what I'm saying? After he went hard as fuck for our people. How the hell you silence a God like that and then bring this cracker and put him in front of the people and legitimize yourself, nigga? You're done. Sick of that shit. You're done. You're done. Any nigga take that nigga, you just a Christian ass nigga that'll forgive a motherfucker for anything. So kiss. No, let me calm down. Let me calm down. Let me get back to the teaching. Let me get back to the teaching, family. Let me get back to the teaching. We're gonna listen right here to what this man, if you don't believe, goddamn it, General Seti, you just heard him say Aleister Crowley was his good friend. And goddamn it, I'm gonna get back off into how he rolled off with, you understand, Jack Parsons' wife. I'm gonna get right back to that. Wait, when did I start? I started 9:30. All right, I'm gonna go to 11:30. That's gonna be 2 hours. I'm not gonna keep y'all up. Okay, I'm gonna go to 12:30. I mean, you understand? I'm on Central Time right now. And then what I don't get today, I'm gonna get tomorrow, and I'm gonna keep rolling. Anybody fucking with that occult and they a major organization, I'm rolling out on you niggas. Okay? Rolling out. Got to. I ain't gonna throw no slander. I'm gonna just put up facts and I'm gonna critique the facts as it is. You understand? And I'm gonna call it how I see it. I'm not kissing nobody's ass or nothing. I'm calling it how I see it. Okay? Now let's get back to this man's son. Let's get back to this man's son. You don't believe Sarah Suten said, then maybe you'll believe Ron L. Hubbard Jr. Maybe you'll believe him. Okay, let's see what he got to say. Let me know if y'all can hear it.
Why did you leave the church? Because of these allegations, these things that you...
No, well, I left the church for a whole wide variety of reasons. It isn't a very simple answer. I left because my wife wanted me to. And also because I wasn't making any money, because all the money flows, of course, to my father always has. I was also tired of the fraud and the deception, plus his deep involvement in personal use of drugs on himself and others, black magic.
When you say black magic, what are you talking about? I mean, some of the things that I read in the stack of material, it sounds just absolutely unbelievable. What are you talking about when you say this?
Well, the funny thing is that the actual truth is about as far out as Scientology itself. Really, the basis of Scientology, which is rather hidden and covered over, is the occult, the deep involvement with satanic powers. And he felt that he was deeply involved with a British black magician called Aleister Crowley, and through putting himself in deep hypnotic trances and the use of drugs on himself, he wanted to become the most powerful being in the world.
Did you consider all of this a religion? Do
No.
you now?
No.
Why not?
Because it's a business. It always has been. I was one of the incorporators of one of the original church organizations, and we incorporated just because the AMA and the IRS were giving him.
All right. Now I'm going to come right back out. You see, you heard the man, that's his son. And he left. He was supposed to be the one that take his place, but he left. Okay? And he right there, he said that his daddy was a dope fiend. Okay? He did all type of goddamn drug. He was into black magic. And when we understand black magic in the expression of European people, we know what that means. So he said he was a follower of Aleister Crowley, and he said, goddamn it, he was robbing the goddamn people. He was there. He was there in the goddamn highest departments. You understand? Helping his daddy run the shit. Okay? And so let me get to some of the shit his wife said. And then the other shit, I'm telling you, tomorrow, I'm gonna say the rest of it for tomorrow. I'm gonna go to 11:30 because that's going to be 2 hours. I'm not going to hold y'all up too late. But I'm telling you, the fire, I'm just warming y'all up today. The fire going to be the goddamn mark. So don't goddamn miss nothing. Don't miss nothing. Be right back in here. I'm going to start early tomorrow. Usually when I start, I'm hot today. So I'm going to start right. I guarantee you I'm going to be in the motherfucking house about, 5. I'm going to let y'all get home because I know you niggas got to work. But I'm going to rock around 5 o'clock. You know what I'm saying? Because I want y'all to hear this shit. You know what I'm saying? And see it for your goddamn. And I done already put up enough goddamn information right there, and from yesterday. And I'm going to keep rolling on them damn more niggas. I'm rolling on you niggas too. You next, nigga. So I know you're in the house. When I roll on one, I'm going to roll on the other motherfucker. Okay? I'm going to roll on your brother because you niggas down with the team too. And I'm telling y'all niggas. And so when I give you this information, it's to empower you who the fuck with, okay? You understand? And I know we thinking, see, that's what's wrong. I'm not a part of no conscious motherfucking community. I'm part of the gas movement. The conscious movement is just a cauldron of chaos. Any motherfucker got all type of sissies in the goddamn shit. You got crazy ass lesbian witches and shit in there. Any goddamn body can be in the goddamn conscious community. I'm gonna just say that. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not a part of that. Okay, and if that's what they want to do, that's on them. But we got to understand that, these societies is existing amongst us and pulling us away from our upliftment. They pulling us away from our uplift. And niggas want to know why the so-called conscious community ain't done. Nigga, they ain't supposed to do nothing. When you know who in it and you know who making up the different, denominations within the goddamn conscious community, you wouldn't know it wasn't going no goddamn way. That's why I do not fuck with you niggas. Let me show you what this man's wife said about it. Let me show you what this man's son just went in on him. Now, let's get back to Jack Parsons. Let me bring this down so you can see his wife. And you can see her sister, who his sick ass, just like Aleister Crowley, his teacher. You understand? He out there with every woman say, do what thou wilt. And so that's what he did. He did what he willed. And goddamn Ron L. Hubbard came in there and did what he willed. And wilt his goddamn mistress right on up out of there. He did what he willed too. He did what he willed. Okay. So we back on Jack Parsons right there. The founder, not the founder, but the head of Aleister Crowley's OTO in California. Okay? Now, this is his wife. This is his wife, Helen Parsons. Okay? You see Parsons to the right. Okay? And you see the obelisk behind them. That's the same type of temple. That's the setup for Aleister Crowley. Okay. Now the one to the left is Helen. Now the one to the right is Sarah. Okay. That's her sister. And so Helen went on a trip. And when she came back, Sarah was wearing her shit. And I'm just gonna be real. Say she had the woman clothes on and everything. Jack did move old Helen out the way, and he married to the woman. How the hell you gonna be married to but that's Aleister Crowley, nigga. Do what thou wilt. Do what thou wilt. So he felt he was in his right to have sex with the man and told her to her face, I want your sister. I don't want you no more. Okay? And so eventually, after L. Ron Hubbard came on the scene, you see right there, that's Sarah right there riding off with L. Ron Hubbard. There he is right there riding off with old Jack Parsons' mistress. Okay? And when he rolled off with the man's fortune and everything, broke him to the point that he had to sell the house. And that really, that crushed Aleister Crowley's movement in America. Because, Jack Parsons was a celebrity. Okay? Now, look, Now, after she rides off with the motherfucker, right? That old Sarah right there, Northrop. Now look at her now. Dianetic Hubbard accused of plot to kidnap wife. He done took her ass off and started beating the shit out of her, hiding a baby charged to Dianetics author. See, this is a cesspool of madness. Okay, wife says her husband conspired to conceal a 13-month-old girl missing since February 23rd. Wife accuses Dianetics Hubbard of kidnapping her. Dianetics inventor sued for divorce. Wife's complaint charges he subject her to scientific torture experiment. Ron Hubbard insane, says wife. Okay? He didn't talk her ass up out of old Jack Parsons' arms. And she done went from out the goddamn frying pan into the fire. She done jumped out of the frying pan into the fire. Okay? And here you go. Scientology boss gets jail term. Okay? Here we go. Don't call me doctor anymore, says the man the male exposed. Okay? Ron Hubbard, founder of the worldwide psychological cult called Scientology, stopped being a doctor yesterday. So I guess he was calling himself a doctor. Okay, it's a whole lot of niggas out here calling themselves a doctor. But when you ain't, see, in order to be all that, you got to be on the team, nigga. You got to get your brand. You got to pay the man. You got to pay the man to be on the team. So you want to use his titles, and you ain't made your sacrifice, nigga. You ain't got your brand, nigga. You ain't took your oath, and you using his titles. He coming to see you. So obviously he was calling himself a doctor, and they put that smoke on his ass. And then Ron L. Hubbard said, "Don't call me a doctor anymore." Okay, I done heard that shit more than once from a whole lot of people calling themselves doctors. Till them motherfuckers put that smoke on their ass. Then the motherfucker don't want to be no doctor no more. Ah, shit. Then you don't want to be a doctor no more, man. Y'all niggas is fraudulent out there. Let me go on. Ron Hubbard insane, says his wife. This is the man. I'm going to go back to the beginning. So you got one sick motherfucker, Alistair Crowley. And then you got this sick motherfucker. And Jack Parsons is just as sick. You understand what I'm saying? But he was manipulated because he was the youngest. He was manipulated, you know what I'm saying, by Ron L. Hubbard, into being, crushed like he was, to have his mistress, his wife then left him already for sleeping with her sister. And then Ron L. Hubbard ended up taking the sister. I didn't even get into the sick magic, and that's going to be tomorrow, because that's where I'm going to start off. I want y'all in the house so I can prove all this shit. Ron L. Hubbard insane, says what? The wife of L. Ron Hubbard, founder of Dynetics mental health movement, filed suit for divorce today, charging he is suffering from a mental ailment. Mrs. Sandra Northrop Hubbard, 25. So you already see, and they brought that shit up, that she was underage when she was out there. So you talking about R. Kelly and all that, these motherfuckers been into that shit. They been into that shit. That's how they get down. So that was another thing that they brought up, that she was underage when he got with her. And so Mrs. Sarah Northrop Hubbard, 25, said competent medical advisors have examined her 40-year-old husband and concluded he was hopelessly insane and should be placed in a private sanitarium for psychiatric observation. She said doctors told her her husband was suffering from a mental ailment known as paranoid schizophrenia. God damn. And so this is long before, you understand what I'm saying? The Nation of Islam even got in, connected with them motherfuckers. So ain't no trying to think somebody would make this shit up at the last minute. That shit was news reports from the goddamn 60s and, you understand, and 50s and 60s and shit, 70s and shit. This shit old. You see what I'm saying? So we're going right back. We're going right back and asking some serious question today. Why would the Nation of Islam and Farrakhan be pushing the ideology, sick ideology of a man who got a track record as sick as he do? Ryan L. Hubbard got his own sick resume and then is a student borrowing from the sickest man, Aleister Crowley. We got some serious questions we got to ask today, family. We got some serious motherfucking questions we got to ask today. So again, I don't want nobody to think this is to slander anybody, because it's not. Slander is when you just throw shit out, personal attack on somebody. This is facts. This is hard evidence. And we asking the people to come out and tell the people, why in the fuck would y'all promote? There's no way you could clean it up. That's just a fact. Just be real. There's no way you could clean that up. And I'm going to show you, if y'all in the house tomorrow, y'all really going to get that heat. I always make sure that my part twos be banging. You know what I'm saying? And so I'm just warming y'all up. But when I come in here tomorrow, have your motherfucker Kleenex. You see, I'm going down the line showing you they all connected to these two crackers, Madam Blavatsky and Aleister Crowley. It's facts. More Science Temple, Nation of Islam, all these wicked motherfuckers. And you can see that they didn't captured a lot of the so-called conscious mind because they see an Ankh here. They see an obelisk here. They see some Heyrus and some Tahudis on this. And then y'all niggas say, oh, that's us. No, that's not us. They have assimilated our culture to conquer us. Okay? Our people seen it. When the white man came into Egypt, he carved all the writings off the wall. He could not deal with our African spirituality and divinity. He couldn't deal with the woman being a goddess of the highest divinity. You go over all the temple, and he's dragging his woman by the hair, and here we is, got our women in the largest statues ever seen by a human on this planet. And here he could not deal with that. So we know damn well he does not have no African spirituality. That's facts. Okay, so why y'all niggas trying to lead our people down a road that's not going no goddamn where but into a damn cesspool? And I guarantee you, if you an occultist and you doing rituals and you doing rituals with white people, I know y'all doing some of the sick shit that Aleister Crowley and the rest of them occultists was doing. I know y'all niggas. And so I heard somebody put down in there, this sound like some new Nubian shit, because it is, nigga. Because it is. We lining you niggas up again, too. Because we know the facts. And he was fucking with Aleister Crowley, too. He got the facts. He was fucking with Madam Blavatsky and all them goddamn occultists. Zachariah Stitching and all that shit. All you niggas is borrowing from these. So, damn, I'm thinking to myself, I say, damn, all this work that the masters done. See, y'all couldn't wait till the masters died and got old. So these other niggas, it's like a damn agenda every fucking time to get that African consciousness out your mind. Here they come with that poof, puff, puff, poof shit. Because niggas ain't got to do no real work with that. You ain't got to do no research. You could just put some goddamn rituals on and say some shit. That ain't no goddamn science or no goddamn, that's some shit a weak-minded nigga could do. You know what I'm saying? Don't take no strong mind to do that garbage. You understand? So they didn't came with another agenda to take our people because they knew we had such great, masterful, grand masterful teachers. So many that was inspiring us to get up. You know what I'm saying? You had us really doing the research, loving to do the research, loving to want to know ourselves. And here these niggas come, and I heard these niggas give libation to Baphomet, to Lucifer. I heard these is niggas. These is niggas. These is niggas. Giving libation to Lucifer, Baphomet. And so ain't no telling nigga and Gerald Gardner and Aleister Crowley and them niggas do they ritual magic naked. Okay? So y'all niggas out there, your woman out there going to these occult meetings and shit, nigga, and vice versa. You better say, what the fuck is y'all doing up in? I'm telling you, nigga. I'm telling y'all niggas what's going down. So y'all better get it together. You see it, I give you key indicators. You do the research. If you see a nigga pop like up on, nigga, cut that motherfucker, man. All that, I love my brother, shut the fuck up. Nigga, get real about reality. Get real about reality. Nigga, you got to trim the goddamn tree. And that's just the realness of this. You got to, because the goddamn the cancer, you got to cut the cancer out the goddamn body. You got to heal the goddamn body. You can't leave the cancer in the body. People say, why we exposed and why Seti go so hard? Because you got to get the cancer out the body. We got to heal the body. You just can't, just start giving people some goddamn herbs that the herbs ain't going to kill. Certain herbs ain't going to do shit to the cancer. You got to get that cancer up out of the body. Then you give the people the herb to replenish it. And we doing both. You know what I'm saying? We doing both. I give you a little, hurt your heart a little bit, then I come right back. And then we deal with some divinity. But I got to hurt your heart because you got to cut this shit out. I got to, in my time, I got to cut this shit out the community. And so I'm just saying, it's not to slander nobody individually. It ain't even about that. I'm not a little nigga like you. It's no personal slander or shit. I could give a fuck about you as a person. I'm not talking to my family. I'm talking about the niggas that say I'm exposing them. Nigga, I wouldn't give a fuck about you. I'll put the information up there. Now, if you carry the motherfucking information, nigga, then you explain. It ain't got nothing to do with you personally, nigga. I'm dealing with the information. That's what I'm dealing with. If you holding the information, then motherfucker, you answer for that motherfucking information. So I done lined it up and I done gave you, and ain't no cleaning it up. I'm just gonna be 100 with you. Ain't no cleaning it up. Okay, because a novice researcher can go up there and and what I put up there is hard evidence. You heard the man's wife, you heard the man's son, and I didn't even get on his other son that committed suicide. Okay, one of his other son. So when you start seeing all this shit in his family, and a man, who the fuck is you to come and try to clean this man up into the community? Who are you? You's a goddamn traitor to try to clean something and put this bitch motherfucker in front of the community and try to make him somebody that we should listen to. And this man, his own wife say he insane. Say the motherfucking medical doctors say this nigga is a paranoid schizomotherfucking friend. And that ain't the first person that said it. The man died in a fugitive, looking like a savage, a dope fiend. His son say he took so many. The woman asked him, what drugs did he take? On one interview, it said it would be easier for you to ask me what drugs he didn't take. Okay, to ask me, nigga, he had so many goddamn drugs, it was ridiculous. So that ain't no man's son gonna do him like that. Okay, that man did something to his wife, his mama. And that's why he hated that motherfucker. And he did his mama and his mama was another wife. Okay, the one that spoke out on him and said he was messing with Aleister Crowley. And he said some of the same shit as that. He wanted to be Aleister Crowley incarnated. And that's another thing to show you how Aleister Crowley was on his mind. He wanted to be the beast incarnated. He wanted to be Aleister Crowley incarnated. So this man telling you some shit like this, Man, look, it's a documentary out there on Aleister Crowley. Y'all need to go. I'm going to get it. It's the best one I done seen. That's going to give you the layout on it. When you see this shit, my God, you're going to be like, God damn, you know what I'm saying? And if you just get any book of this man and open it up, you're going to stop reading it. You understand what I'm saying? Because you're going to feel like either you on the other side, you know, and I don't want to, you know, say so much to the where they want to, you know, snatch my shit off. Nigga, they going to think you some type of sissy or something, nigga, to even read. What the fuck does this motherfucker say? Oh, no, close this shit up. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to even read no more of this shit. So when a book, now I done read some hard shit. You know what I'm saying? But Aleister Crowley make you close the book like, whoa, I don't want to read no more of that shit, because he talking about doing all type of shit. You know what I'm saying? Ain't no limit to the sickness of this man. So here come Ryan L. Hubbard in reflection of Aleister Crowley. I'm going to tell you, run. If a motherfucker come to you with some Scientology, run. The Black Power community, the gas movement, the African-centered community should cut this cancer clean out. And if it calls us to separate from certain members of the family, it's necessary. It is. You got motherfuckers in your family right now you don't fuck with. You know what I'm saying? And it come a time where you just have to let a motherfucker go. And I'm just being real. So if some family want to go right on ahead. If you want motherfucking Ryan L. Hubbard and Aleister Crowley to have an influence on your child mind, go right on ahead. But for family that know who our teachers is, the Garveyites, the Dr. Ben, the Dr. Clarks, the Colin Muhammad, the Francis Cress Welsing, the revolutionary Africans that fought to be free, God damn it, cut that goddamn cancer out and separate. It's time. Ain't nothing wrong with some separation. That's what's holding us back. That's what's holding us back. We got too many motherfuckers that, because they know we the core. Ain't none of them resting them motherfuckers the core, because we don't show up on they shit. Don't nobody show up on they shit. Don't nobody. I ain't never went over on the Aboriginal nigga page. I ain't never went to a Muslim page. I ain't never went to a Moor page to see shit. They always popping up in the Black Power community. They always latching on to get some of our gas. You see what I'm saying? I'm letting y'all know that. And so I'm telling you, nigga, cut these motherfuckers off. Cut them off. Make them motherfuckers straighten up or go the fuck on about their business, because it's time. All right, family. It's 11:30, 12:30 out there Eastern. Tomorrow, I'm going to do part 2, Believe. I ain't even touched the fire. The fire going to be tomorrow. Believe. When you see it, I already presented certain facts, but we're going to go into some of the symbolisms. That's going to be powerful. We're going to get off into a lot of the symbolism. And y'all going to love that. And we're going to get off into this Babylon working. And then we're going to get off into some of the stars that's in this shit today. Black stars that's in this shit today. And I'll be damned. I'm telling you, once you understand, do what thou wilt, you going to see. Man, these niggas is giving up their wives to these motherfuckers, man. Straight up. And I'm talking about some of the family, nigga, that's out here, and you watch this shit tomorrow. It's going to hurt your motherfucking heart when you see. You're going to be like, God damn, these niggas will do anything in the industry. And they all signing up. This is like one of the major organizations where these stars is signing up. You better watch this shit. And when you see it, I stop watching these niggas. If you engage it, just like R. Kelly, and I ain't getting on R. Kelly, you understand? But at the same goddamn time, understand that this is a broad-based culture, okay? When you fire off at that nigga, understand it. Don't just fire off at the whole culture, because it's tens of thousands, hundreds of thousands, better let me clear, millions of R. Kellys, okay? Millions of R. Kellys, and they white. And the niggas learned it from the white people. Let's just be real about it, okay? So I'm not, taking them off the hook. But this is a culture, okay? And there's many motherfuckers out here doing that shit. So don't just zoom in on that, nigga, okay? Look at the culture that's being practiced by the majority of these people. All right, this is the General Sirach. Let me go to my, how I do, family? Let me go and let y'all go to bed so y'all can get up there and get up for that crack. I'm just playing with y'all. How I do out there, family? Give me a shout out. Give me a shout out, I said. God damn, give me a shout out. Put some bombs and shit in there. I like them bombs. Them ones too. All right, family. Long as y'all got the information. The gas. And nigga Patel put the gas pump up in that motherfucker. That's what's up. That nigga put the gas pump. All right, family. Love y'all. Be black tomorrow. Have your ass in the place. Get this part too. So I can arm y'all niggas with knowledge so you can ride out on these crooked ass Negroes that's, you know, leading our people to the goddamn edge, okay? We got to save our people, put the information out there, do the research, put the information out there, expose the beat. This is the General Sirach Seti saying, hey, arm yourself with knowledge, bang on that wicked ass beast daily, liberation through African education and confrontation. Black power.